There we go. I think we're working now. See what you guys are saying. You guys can hear me okay, let me know. I'm running a couple minutes behind, I apologize. What's up, alternative inverts? Good to see you. Hey, my mom's in here. What's up, Paula? Or mom, I guess I should say. What's up, Kylie? Good to see you. I apologize for the noise. Usually I try to turn the air conditioner off when I'm doing a live stream or recording, but it's really hot outside, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put my family through that. All right. Alternative invert says loud and clear. That's awesome. Good to hear that. So we got an exciting live stream today. I got a box in the mail from Fear Not Tarantulas. Winston sent me a cool OBT DCF in the mail. Also got, what else we get? A tiger, wandering spider, and a sea marshalli, I believe. So we're going to be rehousing those or unboxing them and putting them in their house. And yeah, Rock says keep the air on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. All right, what's up, Arachno 2? Good to see you, Gar. Yesy baby, glad to have you in here. What's up, Nelson? Trying to see these comments as they're flying by. What else we got? Tarantula Mom, how you doing? It's so small. I need to make the font on my computer larger. I'm getting old, I guess. Rocky Mountain Spider Freaks, good to see ya. Brian Murphy, just want to say thanks for replying to me the other day. Awesome. Glad I was able to help you out, my friend. What's up in the Philippines? Good to have you all here today. Also, we just crossed 40,000 subscribers on the channel, which is really excited. I saw, I was in the chat earlier. I saw Darcy say something about she's been subscribed for 2 years or almost 2 years, and I was like, it's no way. The channel hasn't been around that long. But then I was looking back, and it was about 2 years ago I uploaded the first video. I think that was back in October, if I believe. September or October, somewhere around there. But at that time I was just kind of putting out maybe like one video a week. I'm sorry, a month. One video a month. Now it's one video a week. All right. Chat says we all get old. That is true. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments. We'll do a little question and answer later on in the live stream. What's up, Tarantula Cribs? Nice to see you in here. Nolan is not funny. Got a Sea Darlingi a few weeks ago. That's very cool. It's an awesome tarantula. I think I've got like 3 or 4 of them in my collection now. Keep getting them as freebies, and people, send them to me, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, so it's been almost 2 years. We crossed 40,000 subs, and thought that it would be nice to do a little bit of a giveaway. Kind of say thanks. I had hinted to it earlier in the week, last week, something like that. We got these new stickers. This one is pretty large, as you can see. That is my hand. It is kind of a new design. I'll tell you more about that later on. But I got a few of these we're going to give away. I think they're like 5.5 inches or something like that. Then I got a smaller version, 3 inches. And then these are kind of new stickers. And it doesn't make a lot of sense now, but later on you'll understand. But we got the Mantis Collective and the Scorpion Collective. So those will be, we'll be giving some of those away. I wanted to see how they turned out, so I ordered some samples of all of them, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have room in on my car for all this, so I'm going to give them to you guys. And then, of course, the classic Tarantula Collective sticker. We'll be giving that away. And then I just got these in the... No, I didn't get them in the mail. I picked them up from the printer today. They are just kind of 100% cotton face masks. If you're in a state or, well, you got to wear a mask when you go out in public. You can't win this one because I just put it on. Doesn't fit too well if you got a big head like me and a beard. It's a little tight, I'll be honest. So I'm gonna have to, sell some of them, give some of them away, and hopefully they'll fit you a lot better than they fit me. I mean, it's not that it doesn't fit. It's just a little tighter than I like. But I seem to have that problem with face masks in general. I got like just a big head, and I mean, my mom would be like, yeah, his head's been swollen since he was 5. But I mean, like, literally, it's also large. All right, so what we got? Pet Rock and Roll says the stickers are amazing. Well, thank you. Daisy says, I guess that is Tanya. She's saying I'm dropping the spoilers. I've been dropping a lot of spoilers, but I don't think maybe like 100 people have figured it out so far, but even they don't know the whole thing. And that's because I don't know the whole thing. I'm still putting that together, but again, we'll talk about that later on. Oh, we see we got a new member. Who we got here? Devra Drev 303. Thanks for becoming a member on the channel. Let's see who else somebody else just joined. DJ Maverick 0713. Thanks a lot for the support. I appreciate that. It is awesome. Deanna says I'm part of the big club, the Big Head Club too. Yeah. The Invert Kingdom UK. Yes, another channel member. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that, my man. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to give them away yet, but we're definitely going to give those away. And there was something else we were going to do. Doing the mask, doing the stickers. I should have written this down. Rehousing these tarantulas. Oh, and we're going to feed a few tarantulas. And kind of talk about the future of the channel and what else I kind of got planned in store. Kind of give you a little insight to that, because I mean, right now we got 227 people in here, so there's 40,000 subscribers. So I think that telling just 227 of you is kind of like keeping a secret. We'll see how it goes. All right. I really need like a better way to set this stuff up. I don't know why I had the computer all the way over here this time, but we're trying out new things. All right. How do I become a Patreon? How do I become a member? I'm a Patreon. Well, there's two different types of membership. There's the Patreon, which is like a kind of a third party. You go to patreon.com, and pretty much anybody who does a YouTube channel usually has a Patreon membership there, so you can support them, because you don't really make very much at all off of making YouTube videos. The ad revenue is very small, especially for our niche, whatever. So you could support your favorite creators that way. And also, the YouTube does a similar thing, I guess, in response to that, where you can hit the join button under the YouTube videos and become a member of that channel. Essentially the same type of deal, but when you do it on YouTube, you get these cool little things by your name. I think that's about the only thing that's different. Alice also just became a member, so thanks a lot, Alice. It's awesome to have you. As a member, you do get, and if you go to my channel on the community page, I post up videos where you can watch them early, like usually late Monday night or early Tuesday morning. You can see the video before it's like actually public, where everybody can see it. I also do like different posts, sometimes pictures. I record like behind the scenes videos, or I don't know if it's really behind that, just kind of like extra videos that I don't post on the channel that are just for the channel members, so you get access to those as well. So if you just became a member, make sure you go to the community tab and scroll down, because all of those extras will be unlocked for you as well. Let's see what we got here. Tarantula Cribs, keep up the content. Well, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that super chat, Tarantula Cribs. And we got some exciting things. I don't want to spoil that yet, but there are some exciting things coming. If you're on Patreon or a YouTube member, you've probably seen the post. I've been kind of hinting to it. But there's some exciting things coming with doing a little kind of collab with Tarantula Cribs. So you guys stay tuned for that, because it's going to be awesome. Let's see. The Y.O. Tucker just became a member as well. I'm afraid I missed somebody. No, I think I got everybody. There was a super chat. I saw it for a second. Where'd it go? Angela Barnett, thank you very much for that. What is that, €2? £2. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I gotta stop talking to you guys and get some tarantulas rehoused, because I picked them up this morning, actually, on my way to work. Winston had sent them to me. He sent me a message first and was like, hey, I want to send you some tarantulas. And I was like, no thank you. Like, I got too many. I'm like getting rid of tarantulas. Like, as they turn male, I've been giving them away to people to breed, or sending some to, I can't really talk too much about that, but at least not yet. But there's some people doing some research on tarantulas, and I send them some. And then some of them just die because they're males and they die of old age. So as they've been going, I haven't been replacing them, and just kind of try to downsize a little bit. So when he, I said I'm not getting any more tarantulas, and I was standing by that, especially with all the scorpions I have right now. Finally going to be able to get rid of some of those in the next couple of weeks. So, but he said he wanted to send me the OBT dark color form, the DCF, and that is a gorgeous tarantula that I've wanted for a long time, and I just never really seen them available for sale. And so I was like, all right, I can't turn that down. Like that and Tarantula species Panama are probably the two on my list. I just didn't realize the OBT DCF was also on that list. I just thought it was just the species Panama. So I was obliged. I was very grateful that he offered to do that. So of course he threw in a couple other freebies, and so we'll unbox those as well. I'll tell you a little bit about them. But yeah, so those are new. But after that, like, no more tarantulas, not for a while. I'm just running out of space. Everybody's getting out of that sling stage, and they're getting to the juvenile stage and adult stage, and I don't have a lot of room at the moment. And I mean, I got time. It's just I just don't want to overdo it. There's other things I want to focus on, and that, and I'm hoping that I'll be kind of rearranging or moving this whole collection studio thing I got going here, so I can have a little more of a permanent setup, so I don't have to like set up the lights and the cameras and mics every time I do a live stream or shoot a video. It'd be nice to have it to where it's all set up, permanently. So hopefully that'll be coming in the future. Thank you, Nicholas, for joining. Appreciate you becoming a member. Ruth Jacobson, got another one. Rosie Burns. Who else am I missing here? Adam. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of you guys. Toy Davidson. Heck yeah. The YO Trucker. And Alice, we already thanked you, but I'll thank you again. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Y'all are fast. But anyways, so that's what's happening in my world. Nicole, I don't know if I said thank you, Nicole, but thank you. All right. And now Jason. Jason, there's a lot of Spiderling members now. That's awesome. I really appreciate your all support. So I got the macro lens set up here so I can get you some good shots, because they're all Spiderlings. They're pretty small. But back to the story. I'm on my way to work, and Winston sends me a message. It was like, hey, your package is ready. And I was like, oh man, I forgot. Like, I knew it was coming. I had the enclosure set up, but I forgot as I was rushing out the door to go to work to grab those enclosures. So I was like, we'll just take them out of the box, kind of set them on their side, which if you ever are in that situation where you got to pick up a package from FedEx or something like that and you can't unbox them right away, best thing to do is to open up the box, like I did already. And, you kind of remove the foam installation, come on, nice little paperwork, all that stuff, and kind of dig them out. Because a lot of times they'll put heat packs or cool packs depending on what time of year it is. And you really want to get them away from that heat or that cool kind of, as soon as possible. So as soon as I got to the office, I opened it up, unwrapped it, and gave him some air. And also kind of peeked in just because I wanted to see and make sure everybody arrives safe and sound. So, and that's the part. You lay them on their side like this, and then just kind of keep them somewhere where they're not like getting blasted by cold air or hot air, something, somewhere safe, quiet, room temperature, and until you're ready to actually do the unhousing or rehousing. But I wouldn't suggest leaving them there like for days at all. But for a few hours, probably not a big deal. All right, so what we got? Tommy became a Spiderling. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Jason. What else we got here? April Bruss says, love every vid and tea you introduce to us. You keep me interested in tarantulas every day, even though I don't own any. Keep up the great content from us. So thanks a lot, April. I appreciate that. There seems to be a lot of people that don't have tarantulas but enjoy watching these videos, and not just mine. I mean, there's so many tarantula YouTubers out there. A lot of them are in the chat right now, so I definitely suggest if you see anybody else that is making tarantula videos, you check out their channel as well. Be sure you like and subscribe and do all that stuff to kind of help get the word out. And if you enjoy these live streams, I highly suggest that you check out the UK tarantula YouTubers, because they do a live stream every Saturday, and it's like not like my live streams where I'm on here for an hour or two. They're going for like 8, 10, I don't know if they've gone 12 hours, but I feel like they've gone at least 10 hours, and maybe they have. They've probably gone longer than that, but they seem to like just do these marathon live streams, and they got all these people kind of jumping in here and there from other channels. So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy watching it, especially, you know, after the kids have gone to bed, and I'll get on there and watch it for a little while. I actually was on there last week. They invited me to come on for an hour, 2 hours, something like that. I was on there for a little bit hanging out with them. It was a lot of fun. But that's like, oh, you got like the Invert Kingdom UK, Pet Rock and Roll, JoJo's Exo Cavern. I feel like I am forgetting somebody. Jagger's Tarantulas. Actually, if you're in that UK Tarantula YouTuber live stream kind of circuit, post some comments right now in the live chat. Say UK, like hashtag UK Tarantula Tuber, so everybody knows who you are and can get, you know, subscribe to your channel and check those out, because they're a lot of fun and they're having a lot of cool special guests coming up in the following foreseeable future. We'll say. I don't know who it is. They don't tell me, but okay, I might know who one of them is, but I'm not going to tell you because they swore me to secrecy. But I would definitely suggest checking that out. So thank you, April, for that. Anne Marie Richards, appreciate you just becoming a member. What we got? Gilbert sent $2, and what is that? It's a sticker that says unboxing. That's awesome. Thank you. Amart Geo 010, or however you say that, sent £1. Thanks a lot. That's very cool of you. Popping in to say hello while I'm on my lunch break at work. Uba John, awesome to have you here, even if it's only for a few minutes. Somebody left a comment, said he was going to be at work on a boat in the Irish Sea. And he'd be watching this stream from there. So if you're watching, hello, and thanks for checking us out while you're on a boat. That's amazing. All right. Right, so we got Pet Rock and Roll, Invert, Kingdom UK. There's so many others. Daisies and said I'll be answering questions at the end. That is very true. I will be doing that. I'm trying to answer tarantula questions right now, but they're going a little fast. And like I said, we got to get these tarantulas unboxed. So that's priority number one. We're going to get focused on that. And to give away some stickers, if... I don't know. What can we do? I think the first tarantula, while I'm thinking about what we're going to do for the first giveaway, the first tarantula I'm going to unbox here is going to be the Certigyrus marshalli. This is the straight horn baboon. Oh, I can't talk tonight. The straight horn baboon tarantula. You're probably more familiar with the rear horn baboon tarantula, which is the Darlingi, or Darling. Yeah, I think that's how people say it now. Which, you know, has the curved horn. I've actually got. Where is it? I have one somewhere. Apparently, I've lost it. Oh, it's right there. Where you can't see. And it's an adult female. This, I have no idea. It's a little tiny spiderling. But for you to be able to see it, I'm going to have to point the camera down here and put on a macro lens. So you're going to see like just white for a second while I quickly change that lens over. If you don't know what a macro lens is, somebody was asking me that the other day. It's essentially just a camera lens, like I'm using right now. But it's made specifically for small, you know, getting very close-up pictures or video. So just the way that it's kind of made, it's like a magnifying glass in a lens. That's a really terrible way of describing it. I'm sure there's some people that are photographers who are like, no, that's not how it works at all. But that's kind of what it does. So anytime I say macro shots or macro photography or macro lens, that's what I'm talking about. A lens that will get real close on it. And the nice thing is I don't have to get the camera real close to it, so, which is great when you're, you know, photographing or, you know, recording video with tarantulas, because you get too close to it, they're going to freak out and run away, or you're going to disturb them. So whatever it is they're doing or what cool pose they're in, you're going to freak them out by getting that close to them. So with a lens like this, I can, you know, be about this far. You can't see because I'm not on the screen. I can be about maybe that far away, but it's going to be a 1-to-1. Like what? We're getting too technical. It'll essentially be the size that it is, and no, we're not even going to try to describe that because then we're going into sensor sizes and stuff that's really boring. And this is not a photography channel. So Jessica joined. And Brian became a juvenile juvie supporter, so thanks a lot. It sounds like you're a criminal, a juvie supporter, but I meant like a juvenile tarantula. I hope that's clear. I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna get the light on. All right. What else do I need? I need tongs and my catch cup. That's way too big of a catch cup. What did I do with the catch cup? I don't know. I don't know what I did with it. Is it over here? I don't know what I did with it, but anything's a port in a storm, right? I got something that'll work as a catch cup. I had it. I promise I had it. I was getting everything set up and I set it somewhere as I was rushing around, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Brian Foster became a juvenile. I already said that. All right. So let's switch this lens here. So as you can see, this is the enclosure that it came in. Which is a nice little, see if I can show it to you. Will it focus? There we go. And the nice thing with these labels, I can just peel them off, stick them right on there. I really think the macro lens will work much better. So we're going to switch it. One moment. Take it a second. Oh yes, that's much better. So you can see a lot better, and I just have to remember that everything is a mirror. The Mind Blow, 5 pounds. Thanks so much. €5. I can't see very well. So thank you. I appreciate that. Now this is just the basic AMAC boxes. I use them a lot and reuse them. As you can see, the label did not come off completely. Get this microphone a little bit closer. So they've got this nice little vent on them. There's a little 1-inch vent. You can get these. I have them linked in some of my videos. It's a website called, I think it's ventmasters.com. If that's not it, just Google Ventmasters and you'll find them. You can get like 6 of them for $5 or something like that. They're right around $1 a piece, which is very cool. So they come in very handy. And then this one actually I think I bought. Well, it's off center, so I may have made this one. There's some a lot of people make these. I actually more like the ones that are drilled. Whoa, where'd it go? Kind of like this one. See, these holes are. That's the bad part about macro lenses. Sometimes it's hard to get focused. I prefer the drilled holes mainly just because it's a lot harder for the tarantula. But it's impossible for the tarantula to get out. They might, kind of put their leg through there. I prefer these now, but at the time when I first started making enclosures and buying them online, this was what everybody was using and what was available, and they work well. So, I'm not going to knock them, but I just get like a little tiny hole saw, like you would use to drill a hole, like if you were putting, I don't know, like what do they call that thing that you turn, doorknob in a door. But they come in all kinds of different sizes, so I'd get like the 1-inch one, kind of cut the hole into it, and then you pop this in, and there's got little tabs in there which aren't in focus, which I don't even know what I'm telling you about. This is probably not interesting, but you can make these yourself. That's what I'm getting at. These are easy to make, so you don't have to go out and spend $10 a pop. If you just got a container store nearby. So let's get this guy opened. Let's get this guy in focus. What are you focusing on? There we go. So I'll pull this out here. Oh goodness. I feel like this is not my best idea. I tried doing some rehousings in a live stream and that didn't go over that well. Had a few escapees. Done some feeding videos and that got a little hairy a few times. Now this guy is a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to gently squeeze on the inside and try and coax it out. Alright, it does not want to come out. So we will unravel. Now this is an old world tarantula, so it does have more potent venom than your new world tarantulas, so that's why I'm being a little more careful. I mean, it's tiny, but it's still a small tarantula, but I don't want to get bit. Not that I think it would bite me, I just want to be careful. Oh wow, look at that. That is a beautiful tarantula. Looks like it's recently molted. Whoa, recently molted. And whoop, there it goes. Oh, and now it's on me. Where'd it go? There you are. I don't know if you can see this. We got this little guy. This is why you don't perform with children and animals. There we go. It is safe and sound in its enclosure. That got a little hairy there. So when I disappeared, that's because I was chasing it across the table there. But it is in its enclosure. I'm not going to open the lid because it's a little bolty at the moment, as you can see. And it is fossorial, so it's going to dig down. I thought it was maybe half this size, so that's why I have it in this enclosure. It's probably going to need a lot more substrate. So more than likely, I will move it into an enclosure this size very soon, if not later on tonight. But for the time being, this will do well. All right. So now the next one. This is a very similar enclosure. As you can see, the size difference. Maybe if I tilt it a little bit. This is just like a taller AMAC box. I got that from, where do I get these? The Container Store. You can pick those up there. So I filled this one up about 2/3 with substrate, so it's got plenty of depth. So it can burrow down. Just look at these comments. What we got? River, welcome as a member, somebody said, and she's off. Yeah, that was wild. What do you feed your slings? I feed my slings all kinds of stuff, depending on what size they are. I'll use the larvae from confused flower beetles, which are these little guys here. I'll also feed them the beetles when they get a little bit larger, but of course they're all going to play like they're dead. But those little black specks in there are the little flower beetles. I could probably get it. Well, let me get closer. Is there enough light? Come on, there you go. There's some little beetles in there. I don't see anybody really moving. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get the actual larva. But that's what I feed for the smallest slings. One that small or that size. Now there's flour everywhere. I would just go with like pinhead crickets or just very small crickets or small red runners. If you've got that, pretty much anything to like half the size of the tarantula, maybe 2/3 at most. And you can always crush its head, not the tarantula, but the prey's head, and drop them in there, because then it'll still be twitching. And it's usually that's enough, in my experience, when it's twitching like that, for the tarantula to still think it's alive and pounce on it. Where do you buy tarantulas? Oh man, so many places. These came from Fear Not Tarantulas. That's where most of the tarantulas in my collection came from. But there's also, I got a whole list on my website actually. If you go to tarantulacollective.com and hit the resources tab, you'll see a list of all kinds of. There's micro wilderness. There's oh man, I've forgotten. Micro wilderness, pinchers and pokies. Got most of my scorpions from them. There's a bunch of 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 them. There's a bunch There's so many other ones. So many that I'm drawing a blank because I'm focused on this OBT in my hand at the moment, let's be honest. So yeah, just check them out. Check out that part of my website. You'll find, and some of the links that I have actually are, they've got a discount code. That's the word I'm looking for. They're not affiliate links. Like I'm not getting paid for you clicking the link, but they were kind enough to offer a discount code for whoever wants. I'm like talking to the camera and like looking at the top of the camera and like pointing. You can still see my hands right. Man, my fingernails are long. I need to cut those. I forget that you're looking at this and not at me. So I'm acting like, never mind. So what are you guys saying? Oh, there was beard hair in the last. Oh, was there? See, that's the downside of macro lens. You can see all the little pieces of hair on my shirt and apparently in the enclosure. But let's just say that I did that on purpose. That was a beard hair, so it's just part of its natural landscape. I don't think it'll hurt it. All right, ooh, water dish. Yes, I got a water dish. That one, I don't have a water dish in this one because I know it's gonna, or in this one, because I know it's gonna web up a whole lot, and it would just cover up the water dish almost, probably by tomorrow. If I had a water dish in there, it would just be all web or covered in dirt because it burrows out. So I'm gonna wait until it kind of sets up its environment, or probably we'll have to move it into a larger enclosure, but we'll get that set up and then I'll put it in a water dish. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna drip water on the web, if that makes sense. Because web's waterproof, so that water will just kind of just Daisy, and it's safe to assume there are beard hairs in a number of its enclosures. You might be right there. I shed like a cat or a dog, or I mean either or, I guess. I shed a lot, so there's probably beard hair in all of them. Let's be honest. All right. Holly says making it manly. Yeah, I suppose so. Pet Rock and Roll says his enclosures aren't complete without a strand or two of beard hair. That's and neither apparently are my shirts. I almost have to always have those on there. Some good deals on tarantula forms as well. Good suggestion there. If you, I always suggest if you're buying off tarantula forums, always do a little bit of research on the person you're buying from. It's very easy to find reviews on a lot of these people, especially if you're like on arachnoboards or somewhere like that. Just try to find people that have had good experiences with them. Just don't buy off anybody that, especially if the deal's too good to be true. I've seen a lot of people get ripped off doing that. Somebody messaged them randomly and says, hey, I know you're looking for this tea. I can sell it to you. And it's like half the price it would be anywhere else. And people send them money and then never get anything in the mail. So always watch out for that. All right, let's do this. We've got the OBT. This is going to be better. We got the catch cup here. We're ready. We'll use this as a second catch cup. This one's going to go smoothly. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put some water in this water dish. Oh no, I don't have any water in my water bowl, or water bottle. There's just the tiniest amount of water. We'll just dump it out in there. There we go. A little bit of water. These ceramic dishes that I use for water bowls, I've got them if you go in the description of any of my videos, you'll see a link to the Amazon storefront. If you click that, it's under the enclosure and husbandry section. They're really cool looking. I like them. They're a little expensive. That's why I don't have them in very many. I bought a couple because I was like, oh, those are awesome. But, I mean, they're like, I think it was a pack of 6, and it's like $6. They're like $1 a piece. So, oh, this one's already being feisty. Trying to get it where you guys can see it without making it oh. Yeah, see, it's ready. Now this is the OBT DCF, dark color form. I also saw somebody else say that DCF means something else other than dark color form, so that may be the case. Don't quote me on that. But we're going to try and... Oh, it's already trying to bolt. All right, so far so good. All right. It's deep down in there right now. Oh, there it goes. And it's out. I don't even know if you guys got to see that. That happened too smoothly, too quickly. But there it is. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Nope, wrong way. Whoa, and it's gone. That was anticlimactic, but that's the way we like it. No issues, no problems. And as you can see, there it is. Cute little guy. Whoa, that was dumb. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Of course, it's not going to unless I hit this button. Nope, it's not going to focus. All right, that's fine. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ah, yes. And of course it moved. But you can see it's not very dark right now, but it's a cute little guy. I'm excited. If you haven't seen any pictures of this, I would suggest you check it out. Get online. When they are adults, they are quite impressive. And all I put in here is, whoa, where are you going? Stay down. Get that out of there. Some sphagnum moss and a little bit of leaf litter. Yeah, that's what's in there. Now this last one, what we got? Somebody said, why does your channel name not capitalize the T in the? I don't know. I feel like maybe I had a teacher at some point said the doesn't get capitalized. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't have the answer for you. I did have underscores between everything for some reason until somebody pointed that out, and I was like, yeah, I guess I don't really need that. We can get rid of that. CF in taxonomy stands for conferret, which means to be compared. Okay. Thank you for that, Daisies and I don't know how to say your name. Daisies and Is that enough H's? I don't know. What up? I love you, dude. You made me get a channel. Awesome, Shane Woodard. That is awesome. What's up, Aquaballs? Good to see you. Why is it when Richard puts a T in an enclosure, it looks so smooth? When I do it, it looks like I'm wrestling an alligator. I'm going to say it's just luck. And that first one didn't go too smooth. Tarantula Mom says, I'm excited to see the wandering spider. I was just watching some videos on these today. Yes, I'm excited to see it too. I briefly opened up just to kind of get an idea what it looked like, or not what it looked like, what size it was, because it's in this larger, where's the lens? There we go. It's in this, this is a larger bottle than the other ones, or vial, I guess I should say. It's kind of exciting. I didn't really expect this one at all. It was, he said he was sending the OBT, and the freebie was going to be the Marshalli, and I was like, that's awesome. When he asked what freebie I would want, because you know, when you buy from Fear Not Tarantulas, or actually I think there's other dealers that do this as well, so always keep an eye for that. But they offer a freebie if you spend like so much money, you get a freebie. And I didn't know. He just sent me a list of the freebies, and I was like, "Ooh, that wandering spider kind of looks cool." And I did a little research on it, and he was like, "Well, that's not included." So he gave me a list of the ones that were in that price range. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So we'll do that. We'll do the Marshalli. I can't speak. Marshalli. Mercury Hill says it's 2:30 in the morning in the UK. Well, thanks for sticking up, man. Staying up. I appreciate that. But anyways, so I said, okay, that's fine. I'll take the Marshalli. And then for some reason, this one appeared. So thank you very much, Winston, if you included this one as well. That was very generous of you. I appreciate it. And it is an arboreal spider. It's not a tarantula. It does have some potent venom. I was reading on that. I don't think it's as potent as the other walking spiders that you could find out there, at least from what I was reading. But I did see this interesting article. It wasn't an article. It was a post on Reddit. So not technically an article, but it sounded like the guy knew what he was talking about. And I confirmed it a few other places online. What we got? Cotton Candy 89, you inspired me to overcome my arachnophobia. Thank you. Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for this super chat donation. I appreciate that. I mean, this stuff works. Getting a tarantula, or just even like watching videos on tarantulas, that exposure therapy really, you know, kind of makes, the more you learn about something, the less you fear it. Unless it's the government. It seems the more I learn about the government, the more I'm fearing it these days. But that's a whole nother topic. We'll talk about that later. No, we won't. We'll never talk about that. Don't believe me. Sorry, I had to get a drink. But yeah, check out some of these YouTube channels: Pet Rock and Roll, Tarantula Cat, Dark Den, Invert Kingdom. There's another one, Alternative Inverts. I like their channel a lot. Joker's Reptiles. Oh, I'm not doing this on camera. One thing I like about Fear Not Tarantulas, or pretty much anybody that does this, is they get this electrical tape type stuff and they put it around the outside. I don't know. I don't feel like this would pop off, but yeah, it's good to have that just in case. Now, to do this effectively, I think I'm going to need to adjust the camera slightly. Let's see. We'll raise it up. Will that work? Nope. There we go. This might be a little better. I don't know. I feel like that's better. You guys tell me. Baby Joker says, I love your channel. I've been in the hobby for 3 months and I now have 16 tarantulas, including a Xenethus intermedia. That's impressive. The Xenethus species is awesome. I've got one. I've got Xenethus. Oh, I just forgot. Not Vespertinus. What the heck? Maybe I have the intermediate. I have to check my app. But I'm going to have to do a video on them soon because a lot of people have been asking. But there are some beautiful blue and purple ones that I've been seeing available for sale. I definitely want to one day add those to my collection. See when we get there. So the Invert Kingdom UK, Alternate Inverts, and Pet Rock and Roll. Can I get a shout out? Says Roland Poirier. Well, there, I just did it. You just got a shout out. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Thanks a lot for that, Pet Rock and Roll. I always forget that. Well, we got 282 concurrent viewers. That means 282 of you are watching, but only 152 of you all have liked. So make sure you hit that like button. It's a very small thing, but it helps out a lot. I really appreciate that. What else we got? He says, yes, Xenethus' video. Says Chi. Yeah, it's coming. I promise. I got my Wandering Spider from FNT about a month ago. It molted already. Super great. Love it. Well, that's awesome, Autumn. Hopefully mine will be as beautiful as yours. So yeah, we're good. Now this is talking about this spider. So it is venomous, obviously. It's got the neurotoxicity, seems to be a little more potent than definitely is most of the tarantulas in my collection. It can be painful, but from what I was reading, just the bite reports on arachnoboards and stuff like that, even those guys are saying it sucks, it's painful, but it only hurts for like 6 to 8 hours. You don't need to go to the hospital or anything like that. So when it comes to wandering spiders, it seems to be on the better side, but I definitely wouldn't suggest getting one of these unless you have had some experience with the old world tarantulas. You're not used to, but can at least be calm around a tarantula that's bolty, it's fast. So, if you're just used to slow terrestrial New World tarantulas, maybe quite a bit of a leap for you. I wouldn't suggest doing that right away, but they're beautiful, kind of like my huntsman. That's why I'm a little nervous doing this, because if you saw the live stream with the huntsman, I think I was feeding it, or I was rehousing it. I don't remember what I was doing. The lid was off the enclosure, that much I know, and it bolted, and it got away, and it took me like a couple minutes to corral it. People were like, oh no, he lost it, but we found it. It was all good. And I swore after that I wasn't going to do anything like this again, but yet here we are. Now I just took a peek, and it's looking the other direction, but these things can spin around very quickly. So I was thinking what I'm going to do is actually put the vial in the enclosure. I'm going to be very cautious. So it might not be the best viewing experience, but the health and well-being of the spider needs to take precedence here. But I'll try to get it to where at least you guys can see. But the cool thing about these, I don't know if I ever got to that point. I was reading this guy's message or his post on Reddit, and he was talking about how this species of what did he say? The tiger, I just forgot what it's called. Wandering. Whoop, there it goes. Oh no, not off to a good start. The wandering spider actually has little pieces of, ooh, all right. No problems. Strong so you guys can see it. There it is. Its fangs actually have metal deposits on them. Like just over time they kind of grow these little metal deposits on their fangs to give them strength, like on the tips. I was looking to see if I could figure out what kind of metal it was. I wasn't able to figure that out, but that's means it's got a pretty serious bite. So, I mean, not so much has anything to do with the venom, but just the fact that, I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. It's very cool, I think, for a spider to have metal-tipped fangs. But I mean, as you can see, just those little movements right there, this thing can bolt pretty quickly. They do need to keep a little bit more on the humid side, but from what I've read, they're a little tolerant of temperatures. This is an old enclosure, so it's all scratched to pieces. But yeah, this guy is awesome, and it's going to look different after it gets older and molts. It's going to not look so peachish and yellowish. It'll look more, well, you'll just have to see, almost rainbow colored. I feel like every time I move this, it moves. Where'd it go now? Oh, there it is. So yeah, that went off without a hitch. It pretty much just rehoused itself, which I'm very appreciative. I thought I was going to bolt there for a second, but so yeah, let's give away some stickers, and then we'll feed some tarantulas, and then we'll give away this mask. So excuse me one moment. All right, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me get the mic out of your face. There we go. I should have done that and then changed the lens. That would have been smarter. So what am I missing? What are you guys saying? Oh, somebody said true spiders as pets just don't do it for me. Something about their short lifespan. I can relate. I can relate to that. I had a black widow. I had a... What was the other one I had? It was some other kind of... Oh, Jesus. Well, my brain... It's a long day at work. I'm a little fried. It was a green lynx spider. That's what it was. And yeah, the short lifespan definitely sucks, because they don't live nearly as long as tarantulas, and... I don't know. That kind of blows. Maybe you get a few years. And if you get them as an adult, it's even less than that. But... they're still fascinating to watch. I really enjoyed it. It's just my orange bearded brother. Awesome. Oh, why did that stop working? Man, I can't believe how smoothly that last one went. Tarantula Arc says a nice little rush. Yeah, I got a little sweaty on that one. I'll be honest. Oh, but I forgot to take out the freaking vial. It's still sitting in there. Yeah, jeez. We'll get that later. I'm not gonna mess with a good thing. It went well. It's in its enclosure. No problems. So we'll get that later. All right. All right. What are we saying here? Those stickers are so dope. Well, thanks a lot. So here we go. We got, first off, we're going to give away a big one because I think it's fun. Yeah. So how are we going to give this one away? Let's see. Roland says I got some last time for my live stream. That is awesome. All right, so let's see. We've got what was the last? If you can remember, the last video that I made that was a species-specific care video. If you could tell me what the scientific name for that tarantula was. First one I see in the comments is going to win this sticker. And let's just see. Now, it may show up different on your feed. Sometimes the live chat jumbles stuff around, so I have to go off what mine says. But yeah, the first person can tell me what it was. I have to think and remember what it was. All right, yeah, I remember. Okay, let's see. Nobody yet. Maybe you haven't heard yet. Oh, got one. Jill Peters. A. Hensey, congratulations. The Afaunapelma Hensey was the last one. Oh, no, somebody else said it too. Wait. That's so weird. Why did it not show up? Jill Peters was the first one, but I also, Trevor Driggers said it. But when I look at, oh, okay, I see. All right. This chat goes up, and the chat on this screen for some reason goes down because it's a different program. So it was showing everybody that said it after her, before her when I switched it over. But the first one I saw was Jill Peters. So congratulations, Jill. Just send me a message on Instagram, or actually better yet, send me an email, tarantulas@gmail.com, and make sure the subject says sticker or winner or something, sticker winner sticker, something like that, and give me your name and address, and I'll get that out in the mail to you right away. Let's see. Oh, yeah, everybody's saying Hinsey. Jill was first, so congratulations, Jill. You win this sticker. I'm saying that more for me, so I can watch this later and remember which sticker it was. I gotcha. Now, we're going to give this one away. Another trivia question. This is the Scorpion Collective. I really want to tell you guys about this, but we'll give the sticker away first. So, if you can tell me the scientific name or the common name, we'll go either way, of the scorpion that I have all of these babies back here. I had two females that were gravid. They both had broods, and now I got tons of little babies. If you know the species name, you tell me, you win. Tarantula Haven's in the house. What's up, Alex? Good to see you. I'm actually going to send some of these little babies to Alex. I'm waiting. Somebody said a fauna pelma Hinsey. Oh, you're on lag. Got to hit that little button that says live. Make sure it's lit red. Oh, we got one. Oh, Jesus, I can't read. Poisoni was the first one on my stream here who came up with the right one. So, Poisoni, you win. Second place was K-Law with Florida Bark Scorpion. So, first two different answers. Same scorpion. Do I have? I have two of these. I only brought one, but I have two of these. So, both of you all win. Both of you all send me a message. What did I say it was? The Tarantula Collective at gmail.com. I want to make sure I said their names. It was K-Law and Poisoni, Poizoni. You two are the winners of the Scorpion Collective stickers, so send me an email. And as Alex said, the subject should be winner sticker, sticker winner. Or I think he said it the other way, sticker winner, winner sticker. Yeah, do that. That'll be funny. So yeah, speaking of funny, Winston, the guy that sent me these tarantulas, thinks he's a funny guy. He was, hopefully he's still in the live stream so you can hear me talk crap about him after he was so generous to give me a gift. I gotta look it in the mouth, because that's what I do. Not really. But anyways, he was in the live stream months ago and was talking about his tarantula. I believe that he named his tarantula Captain Buttfingers. And I was doing like I am right now, talking to you guys, doing whatever I'm doing here on the table, checking in on the chat, and all I saw was Captain Buttfingers, or maybe just Buttfingers. And I was like, what in the world? This is crazy. What are you all talking about? I thought he was calling me that. But it turns out he was just saying the name of his tarantula. But when he decided he was going to ship these to me, he got my address, and well, I can't show you, but when he filled out the information for Fear Not, that was like, this is who you're shipping it to, he put Richard Buttfingers, because thought it would be funny. It was cute, right? That's hilarious. I thought it was funny. He thought it was funny. Apparently when Fear Not, Tarantula, the whole crew there was boxing it up, they didn't realize it was for me. They didn't recognize the address, and obviously didn't recognize. They were laughing about the name. This is hilarious. This dude's name's Buttfingers. So everybody thought it was funny, except when I went to FedEx, and the lady behind the counter was like, "You're not Richard Buttfingers." Like she was like, "Your ID doesn't match." She didn't see the humor in it. Like, this isn't the place for a joke. We are sending packages very quickly. We take pride in our job. You're making a joke out of it. And she was not happy. She was very irritated. We'll say that. And I didn't think she was giving me the package. She was just like, it's not, unless it says that on your ID, I'm not giving you this package. Luckily, there was a lady that I mean, because I'm in there 2-3 times a week, maybe more, for my job. So the lady I normally deal with was behind the wall and could hear us talking and stuck her head out and was like, "Yeah, that's not funny. Don't do that. Why are they making fun of your last name?" I'm like, "They're not. It's a misunderstanding." So she gave me the tarantulas. I was very happy. But just lesson learned. If you're sending a package, make sure you use the person's right name. Because, yeah, the little old ladies in Appalachia, the hills of West Virginia, they don't find butt fingers to be a funny joke. Who could blame them? They're little old ladies. But I wish I could have recorded them saying it over and over again, because that was hilarious. You guys would have loved that. It was so awkward coming out of their mouth. I mean, it's awkward coming out of my mouth, let's be real. Anyways, wow, you're lucky they gave it to you. Yeah, I am. But if I was like in Chicago or St. Louis or some large city where I was just some, normal person, stranger walking into the business, they probably wouldn't. But like I said, I deal with that lady, almost every day, every other day, we'll say. And not with tarantulas or anything, just my job. I'm always FedExing stuff overnight. In and out. So she knew me, and like I'm the only dude in town that gets live inverts sent through FedEx. So, that makes an impression on her as well, because we'll talk about whatever is in the box. There's like one other guy, Zach, he's a biology professor at the university in town. So he gets reptiles and stuff, other inverts in the mail. So she knows him pretty well too. But anyways, so what we got here? What am I missing? If I missed any super chats, I'm very sorry. But I do want to say thank you. If you sent a super chat and I didn't see it, I apologize. But it was appreciated. It is appreciated. So thank you. All right. Body cam. What's that mean? I don't understand. Oh, yeah. I should have used a body cam. I had the little... I'll do that next time. People are going to start sending you butt fingers as fan mail. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that before I told that story. I didn't think that one through very well, did I? What else you got in? Richard, have you ever been bitten? Mercury Hill asked me that. I get asked that a lot. I understand when I get asked that from people that don't know anything about tarantulas, but it surprises me that so many people in the tarantula hobby ask. But I guess that is a very valid fear. But no, I have never been bit, never been stung, never been pinched. The only thing that's ever bitten me is the little ball python down here. And he didn't bite me because he was angry or like feeling threatened or defensive or anything like that. That it was all 100% my fault. I didn't realize where he was. I thought he was on one side of the enclosure, but he was on the other. So I came in with a little mouse and pretty much just waved it right by his nose and then kept bringing it down. So he was like tracing the scent and lunged and got the side of my hand. But he's a little guy. It bled a little bit. Didn't really hurt at all. But as far as tarantulas, no. In fact, I can't even say that I've really been close to getting bit. But, I give my tarantulas plenty of space. I don't mess with them. I don't handle them. Very often, I should say. I mean, I'm not bored sitting around like I am when I handle my tarantula and irritated or anything. And when I feed them, I'm always using tongs. These are my metal tongs. I prefer to use bamboo tongs, but mine keep breaking. That's not true. They don't break. Sometimes they break because I step on them or I stick in my back pocket, and then I'll sit down and I just hear them snap. More often than that, they apparently look or smell very similar to dog treats. So my little puggle thinks when they're sitting on the table that I mistakenly left a dog treat. So she'll grab it and chew up the ends. And they're bamboo, so you chew up that end and it pretty much just falls apart. And they're not the cheapest, so I feel like I'm constantly buying new ones. And so right now I've just been sticking with these because I'm trying to cut down on trips to the pet store, and I always forget to buy bamboo ones. But bamboos are nice because if the tarantula does strike it, it doesn't hurt their fangs as much as metal would. But if you're just dropping in feeders, I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is I just will grab the roach or the cricket and drop it in. That way, I don't have to worry about the tarantula climbing up or anything if I was tong feeding it. Occasionally I tong feed, I'll be honest. But not because it's not something I do normally. It's like if I'm recording a video, especially in slow-mo, and there's just a very thin kind of field of focus, I got to get the tarantula to attack the prey in that small area so it's in focus so you guys can see it. Then I will hold the prey with the tongs and kind of dangle it. But I try to let go as soon as a tarantula strikes, and you know, I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt anyone. Whoa, we got a super chat. We got, thanks for all of the shirt, bro. I'm wearing it as we speak. Oh, and I'm feeding my teas as well. Awesome. Well, cheers to you, and thanks for buying Tarantula Collective merchandise and wearing the shirt. This is, got this one from the Teespring store. Because like under the videos, sometimes you'll see a sticker for sale, and you click on that, it brings you to a teespring.com store. For whatever reason, my merch store, YouTube's like, nope, we're not going to let that link, but you can use Teespring and do it. So they sent me a sample of the shirt that they're selling underneath there. But for some reason, they only show the sticker. Like, they only show the shirt or the hoodie. So I don't know. And I get frustrated dealing with them, so I don't push the subject. Whoa, we got another one. William Sandberg says, get fluval ones with metal with rubber tips. Yeah, that's a great suggestion. I really should do that. I've thought about doing that. I even saw some on Amazon, and then I never buy them. I have this bad habit of like filling up my cart on Amazon and being like, oh, there's something else, or I get sidetracked and I never check out, and then I go a couple days later and I look at it, and the stuff that I had in the cart is now out of stock and gets removed from the cart, and then I forget all about it. So yeah, I'm gonna make a note of that and get some of those. What else we got? Got the same shirt you're wearing. Awesome, Ken. Then if you want Tarantula Collective merchandise, tarantulacollective.com is the website. Just hit the, what's it called? Shop. I think it's the shop link. And I'll take you to all the different merch that I have available right now. There's hats, beanies, t-shirts, pins, face masks. Oh yeah, we got face masks to give away. All right, so we're gonna give this away. Now, if you've got an enormous head like me, I would suggest not trying to win it because it may be pulling on the ears a little bit. But if you got a normal size head or even a small head, I think you'll be all right. I mean, it definitely stretches. You know what I mean? Like, there's some good stretch to that. I think it's the beard. I think that's what it is. It pushes it out so it's not cupping up under the chin or something. I don't know. I had to like get extra large beard face masks to feel comfortable. At the Tarantula Club, what tea are you most afraid of? Oh man, that's a hard question. I mean, the tea that I'm the most afraid of really doesn't have much to do with the species so much as the personality of that particular tarantula, and that's my Poecilotheria ornata. She's not out right now, I'd show you. But she'll come out and sit on her cork bark. I got a piece of cork bark that's kind of like leaned up on the enclosure like that, and she'll be like sitting out right here. And I'm, you know, walking around, setting up cameras, feeding everybody, whatever, filling up water dishes. And she'll just see me come by and just, I mean, just intense threat pose. And I'm like, oh, that's really cute. Which in and of itself, that's not scary. But then she just starts slapping and slapping, and it's like you can hear it. And sometimes I'm like, I mean, that's a good 10 feet away, and she sees me move and starts slapping the glass. And I'm like, all right, I'll let you be. Like, that tarantula scares me. But I've got another one, and it's cool as a cucumber and usually hides. So that one in particular, her name's Charlotte. Yeah, I thought, did I lie? Yeah, her name's Charlotte. Real original, Richard. You named a spider Charlotte. Do you enjoy feeding your GBB? Only every single time I feed it. It's my favorite tarantula. Of course I enjoy feeding my GBB. Let's see. Does anyone know if the Container Store has back orders on the AMAC boxes? From what I've heard, and I'm not a Container Store rep or anything, but I hear yes. Somebody also said they discontinued them, but I also read that they only discontinued them during COVID because the coronavirus situation makes it very hard for the company that makes them to make, I don't know exactly the situation. But yeah, if you check the website, they're sold out, but I hear if you go to the stores, sometimes they're still in stock. So if you don't have a Container Store near you, just make friends with somebody that lives in a city with a Container Store and sweet talk them into buying them and shipping them to you. That'll work. That probably won't work, but try it. It might work. Um, do you know anyone that sells a rosehair? Because when I go to try and find one, they're always out in my area. Daisy says, a member wants to know if you have ever kept jumping spiders. I have kept jumping spiders twice. Kind of similar to what somebody was talking about. True spiders that they don't live very long. That was my experience with the jumping spiders. I ordered one from, I don't remember, someone online, and they sent them to me, and one was a male and ended up dying because it had matured out and just didn't live very long. 6 months maybe less than that, probably less. Then I ordered another one. I wish I could remember who I bought them from. It was some online dealer that had them. Seems to have them regularly. But I apparently was wild caught or something, because I had it for not very long, and then it like dropped an egg sac, and then there were little babies going everywhere, and I was like, geez. But I ended up giving that one away. Who did I give that to? I don't remember. Somebody really wanted it, and it was one of my friends here in town. I was like, well, here, you can have mine. I'm sure I'll get another one later on. So I mean, I don't enjoy keeping them that much, just because I don't know why. It's just they're just one of those spiders that I don't get. I think maybe because they're very interesting to watch. I'll say that, but I don't know. I don't have any, and I am not an expert on them, so I would feel weird making a video about them, because so many people out there that know so much more about it. Angeline Reach. Oh, I can't speak. What's up, Angeline? It's awesome to see you in here. That is my little niece. So everybody say hello to Angeline. Yeah, there she is, Angeline Ritchie, right on Jen and Jessica. So everybody say hi to Angeline for me. I'd really appreciate it. All right, what else we have going on? What is the oldest tarantula you ever kept, and how old was it? The oldest tarantula was my rosehair, Grammostola rosea. It was, I mean, I got it, I'm pretty sure, I mean, this is like 20 years ago. I got this at a pet store, and it was already an adult when I got it, or at least very close to it, because it molted many times in my care, but it never really put on much more size, so I assumed it was an adult, and I'm guessing it was probably 15 years old, we'll say 10, 15 years old by the time I got it, and it lived like another 12 years after that. So it was that one, I would say, was probably the longest lived, because it was over 20 years old. It definitely was getting old there. Yes, Tarantula Arc saying hello, Angeline. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. She's actually come over here and held some of the tarantulas before. She was holding a Brachypelma homori, and I think the rosea. Check my Instagram. I'm sure I got pictures of her. Her and my son Ryan were down here just kind of handling tarantulas and snakes and geckos, and it was a lot of fun. So, Chance, what's up? How you doing, Chance? Angeline says, nothing much. Thanks for asking. Oh, we got a super chat. Carl Needham says, Richard, do you know the evolutionary purpose of the horns on the horned baboon? Water moisture storage, ? I do not know the evolutionary purpose. I don't know why they have those. I could guess that it has something to do with retaining moisture, or maybe I really don't know. I couldn't answer that. So many different things it could be. Lewis Roke would be the guy to ask. He's got a Facebook group, and it's always in a weird language. I don't know if that's Latin or what. I'll post it, a link down below. But it's a Facebook group, and he focuses on the science of tarantulas. And he might know. If anybody knows, he would know, I would think. Do you have a bearded dragon? I don't have any bearded dragons, no iguanas. I've got 2 leopard geckos and a day gecko, and 4 snakes, and a frog, tree frog, American tree frog, green American tree frog. That's it. No huge lizards. What else we got? I gotta know, Angeline Ritchie in here. Are you my niece? Because it'd be really weird if there was just someone else happened to have that name, and I got everybody shouting out to her, and she's like, I don't know this guy at all. Oh yes, I forgot Tanya Higgins was in here. She's an evolutionary biologist. The horn acts as an extra anchor in the sucking stomach muscles. See, man, Tanya Higgins, she's always coming in a clutch. She is actually the administrator, the admin of the Tarantula Collective Facebook group. She pretty much runs the entire thing. So, yeah, she's an awesome individual, and she knows her stuff. So, if she says that's what it is, that's what it is. So you don't have to know everything in life. You just got to surround yourself with people that do. Makes life a lot easier. All right, what else we got? Attempting to breed my emperor scorpions. Any recommendations? Oh, man. I have never bred emperor scorpions, so I got no tips or tricks there. Do you have any... Did you do anything special with your Florida barks? No. I just kept them communally, and nature took its course. What else we got? Oh, sweet Daniel Hastings. Oh, I'm sorry. Donnie Hastings. Man, I should read this screen. It's so much larger. We just received our shipments of shirts. All 5 of our kids say thank you. You're very welcome, Donnie. And I don't even have to look. I know it probably took a very long time because it's just the nature of the world right now. The company that I use that like fulfills all the, like you place an order for a shirt, then it goes to like through my website to them, and then they put it on their list of things to do, and then they print the shirt and package it and ship it to you. That way I don't have to like hold all the merchandise and actually ship everything out by hand myself. And they are in California and a couple other states, and it seems every state or country that they're in is just inundated with COVID-19 cases and are on strict lockdowns or heavy social distancing measures, and so they're working with skeleton crews. And then on top of that, people are buying a lot more online right now. And it's not just my channel. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of other people on YouTube and Etsy and I mean pretty much all over the internet that use companies like this, and they're just inundated with orders, and they're working with fewer people, and they're having a hard time getting supplies in because the companies they get the supplies from also are working with fewer people. So like there for a while there, if you ordered a shirt, you're looking like 6-8 weeks before it actually came in the mail. And I understand people get really frustrated because I ordered a Camera Conspiracy shirt. It's another YouTube channel I like, and that was 2 months ago easy, and I still haven't got it. I keep forgetting that I even ordered it. I'm like, oh yeah, that never came in. And I'll be like excited for a couple of days every time I go to the post office, and then it's not there and I get disappointed. But what tools do you use to put holes in the plastic container so clearly? I use a Dremel, a little hand tool, or I also use my DeWalt drill. If you're going to use a big heavy drill though, you got to be careful. You got to be steady handed, have it braced against something, because you just move just a little bit or push too hard. It's really easy just the weight of that drill to crack the enclosure. But if you use a drill a lot, you'll have no problems. But if you don't use it a lot, get a Dremel. They're so handy. They're so handy. Not just for putting holes in plastic containers, but you got a sanding attachment so you can like hollow out cork bark. Like if you have a cork bark flat, but you need like and kind of like a little hide, you can use that and kind of hollow out, sand out the inside, make a nice little hide. There's so many other things. I use that. You can cut cork bark with it. I mean, a Dremel's the way to go. If you don't have a Dremel and you're keeping teas, you're working too hard. And Vanessa, y'all keep me saying. Vanessa, heck yeah. She's also an admin. All I want is the perfect camera. Yeah. I sent a link to that guy's channel to Tarantula Haven. I enjoy him. I don't know why. I mean, all he talks about is cameras. He doesn't just talk about cameras. Like, he just complains and bashes them. It's like just negative reviews, but he's hilarious. He cracks me up. Oh, man, what else we got? Good night, Dreads. Yeah, good night, the Jagger's Tarantula. I don't know if you're going to bed or Dreads is going to bed, but whoever is, good night. WW Gaming says, awesome videos, keep it up. Jonathan says, I use hot nails. Like, that works too. For little ones, sometimes I'll get a thumbtack and stick it in a candle, get it nice and hot, and do that. But man, that's a lot of work. And then I always burn my fingers. All right, we got to give away this mask. I got sidetracked. So let me think of another trivia question real quick. While I'm thinking of a trivia question, if you got questions you want me to answer, post them up here. I will try to see them. People that super chat, it highlights it so I see it a little bit easier, but I know not everybody wants to do that, and I completely understand, especially in this day and age. So I will try and catch them when you guys leave them up here. Just want to say, hey, Richard and everyone, this is our first live view, but we love your videos so much. Big hey from Amy and Bridget. Stay cool, man. Well, thanks, Amy and Bridget. It's awesome to have you here. Nelson Orton says you have the best basement. Thanks. At least I think so. And you think so. I don't know how the neighbors, the rest of the family feel about it. All right, let me get a drink. All right. So, we're going to give this one away. This is going to be, if you know the answer to this, you're probably going to have to follow me on Instagram. Oh, I got a message from Tarantula Heaven. Oh, it has nothing to do with the live stream. Tarantula Heaven, another great YouTube channel. She also does a cool magazine called The Spinneret. If you like tarantulas and you want to read a magazine, like an e-zine, is that what they call them? A magazine that's online. I mean, it's a magazine, but it's not on paper. I feel like it's e-zine, but I also feel like e-zine was something else. Angeline Ritchie says, what's your oldest tarantula? At this moment, what my oldest tarantula is, Angeline, is... what is the oldest tarantula in my collection right now? I gotta look. One moment. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, the one I've had the longest probably is the Lasiodora periabana, the salmon peak bird eater. I would have to say, just off the size and what I know about the tarantulas and how long they live, I'm going to go with the Aphonopelma chalcodes, because that's a full-grown, mature lady. So she is. I didn't raise her since a sling though, but she's been around for a while. That's for sure. So I posted a picture on Instagram. When was this? 24 hours ago. It had nothing to do with tarantulas. But if you follow me on Instagram and you saw this post, it would say where I was this past weekend. We went on a little vacation with the family, got a cabin out in the woods, and I posted this picture and tagged the location. It's a tough one, but if you know where I was and you type it, you're going to win this face mask. Well, let's see. What we got there? Beautiful. Love my AZ. Yeah, Arizona blonde tarantulas are amazing. I'm waiting on that answer. I know some of you guys are switching over to Instagram right now to check it out. See if you can figure it out. Mini vacation. Yep. Where was I? It's right. If you're looking at the picture on Instagram, it says it right there on top. Not so. I don't think it was in the description. Oh, we got one. Chris Young, Hawks Nest State Park. You won, Chris Young. You were the first one to get it in there. So Chris, send me an email and make sure you put in the subject line face mask, mask face. That way I know what we're talking about. Or just put face mask. And I will send you one of these out in the mail. Hopefully you like it and use it. If it doesn't fit, give it to somebody else. Share the love. What we got? Oh, all these people saying Hawks Nest State Park. Yes. If you ever get a chance to visit Hawks Nest State Park, I highly suggest it. Beautiful West Virginian state park. Just amazing gorges and waterfalls. And you're like real close to the New River Gorge. So with the New River Gorge Bridge, it's like, what is it, the longest and highest? It's one of those. Maybe the longest arch bridge in the U.S. or the world. Maybe it's the Western Hemisphere. I don't know. I feel like they say the world, but I don't think it's the world anymore. I think it might just be the Eastern Hemisphere. But anyways, congratulations, dude. Send me an email. We'll get that sent out there to you. I've got more of those. We might have to give another one away real quick. But let's give away a Mantis Collective sticker. This is the 3x3, so I think this is a 4-inch one. It's a little bit larger, not as big as the big one. But if you could tell me, I've got 3 different types of mantises. Right. Man, I hate saying that word. 3 different types of mantises in my collection. And I think I've got 3 of these stickers. So if you could tell me what type of mantis I have, common name, because I don't remember the scientific names, but the first 3 that are different, that are right, you're going to win one of these stickers. Man, I hope I have 3 of them. I'm fairly sure I got 3 of them. I mean, I have 3 mantis. I'm just not sure I have 3 stickers. Ghost Mantis. Bam! Got the first one. That is Lamana 420 Rocks. You just won. Send me an email, thetarantulacollective.com. What else we got? One Mac. Mantids. Orchid has already been guessed. Oh, wait, no, it hasn't. She guessed Ghost Mantis. So, Orchid Mantis, you just won. That was April Bruss. It's moving so fast. April Bruss, you just won. This is exciting. We got Ghost Mantis, already been guessed. Orchid Mantis has been guessed. Lotus, nope. Deadleaf, Sophia Rain, you won. Congratulations. It was a Ghost Mantis, an Orchid Mantis, and a Deadleaf Mantis. So, congratulations, you 3. Send me an email, thetarantulacollective.com, Mantis Collective, or sticker. Just say something, and I'll get that sent out there to you. That's exciting. So, yeah, I like mantises. Man, I need to look that up. And it seems like no matter how I say it, somebody's in the comments saying, you're saying it wrong, dude. So maybe I should ask an English professor. That would probably be good. You should make a video on the skeleton leg tarantula. I don't have a skeleton leg tarantula. That's one of those species that are not in my collection. And I don't know why. I think I did not order them a few times. Like, it's one of those things, you order a tarantula and then for whatever reason they're not able to ship it. It molted, it died, they sold out, whatever it was. And yeah, I just don't have one. That's unfortunate. All right. So we got a few more stickers to give away. We'll do that here in a moment. If you have any questions, be sure to ask those. I will try to look them up. I got to feed a couple of tarantulas, so hopefully you guys will hang out with me. How long have I been doing this? I don't even know. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 22 minutes, so I try to keep them. Somebody said pet hole. Tarantula Haven, yes. That is why. That is why it has not been on the top of my list. It is a pet hole. Not that I have anything against pet holes, but is Pet Rock and Roll going to bed? Well, good night, Pet Rock and Roll. And if you're in the UK and you got to go to bed, I completely understand because it's got to be real late. Let's see, it's 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning there? Maybe 4. What was that email address again? thetarantulacollective@gmail.com. That is the email address. Toy Davidson says, my fiance got a Trinidad dwarf because of your dwarf videos. That is awesome. That's a very cool species. I'm glad I was able to help push her in that direction. How's your Singapore blue? Great, Frankenherper. Hiding is a pet hole. It's down. It'll come out every now and then, but it has just been deep in its burrow recently. Just kind of hanging out. Somebody says mantises or mantis. Pet Rock and Roll says, nope, I'm not going to bed yet. Awesome. Jagger says, I'm in the UK. What time is it out there, you UK crazy people? Vicky says, what got you started in keeping tarantulas? Tarantula dudes, do you keep striped knee tees? Yes, I do. I made a video on it, so check that out. It's the Fauna Pelma Simani. Whole video on that. What got me started in tarantulas was a professor in college. Pretty much was weird. I don't want to get into the whole story, but I was afraid of spiders. He suggested I face that fear by getting a tarantula, kind of exposure therapy. And I was like a punk rock kind of guy and was embarrassed that I would scream like a girl anytime I ran into a spider web. And, you know, I was an 18-year-old college freshman. I didn't want to, not impress women. So I thought this might help, and I could keep it in my dorm room, so I got one. Also, my roommate was kind of weird. He wasn't weird. He was normal. I was weird. And for whatever reason, I was like, fight the establishment. This guy works at Abercrombie and Fitch, and I work at Hot Topics, so I'm going to get a tarantula. Show him. So I got a tarantula and just kind of fell in love with it. It was fascinating to watch it climb all around its enclosure, and just for that added shock value, being an 18-year-old punk kid, I would take it out and like be reading, like studying, sit on the couch in the dorm room and just like letting the spider hang out on my shoulder or crawl across my chest, just because I don't even know. I don't want to say I was dumb, but it was kind of a stupid thing to do on many different levels for many different reasons. But I did it. It was fun. So Gabriel says, aren't all roommates weird? Yes. And then you marry one and you have a roommate for a long time and they are weird. But I'm weird, so. Absolutely at Tarantula Haven. Oh, what did I miss? Tarantula Haven was saying something. Grant Cook says, glad to catch the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Heck yeah, Grant, I'm doing very well. Hanging out with some good friends here right now, including yourself. I wanted to see what Tarantula Haven said. Pet rock and roll, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Oh yeah. If you guys haven't checked out Tarantula Haven's channel, I highly suggest it. It's like probably my favorite channel on YouTube. Man, I just lied. I'm sorry, Alex. You're not my favorite channel on YouTube, but you're my favorite tarantula channel on YouTube. I think Camera Conspiracies and Peter McKinnon giving you a little bit of a run for your money there. I'm just kidding. But check out his channel. And be sure you check out, there's so many YouTubers in this stream right now. So, I mean, if you enjoy watching tarantula content, you got to be following these guys. You can usually catch them because their little icon will like be the logo of their channel. Like Jagger's Tarantula. You can see he's got the logo of his channel there. So that dude's making videos about tarantulas. He's having fun. He's rehousing and boxing and feeding and all that stuff we like to watch. So definitely check him out. You got Pet Rock and Roll. Just kind of scrolling down. Who else we got here? Yeah, Tarantula Arc. There you go. There's another one. So yeah, and the cool thing is that like I'm not in competition with any of these people. They're not in competition with each other. Like we're all just trying to make the best videos we can, just to show our love for tarantulas and help people kind of develop a passion for tarantulas and learn about tarantulas and scorpions and inverts and all that kind of stuff. And like the more channels that are out there and the better all of our channels are doing, that's just that many more people that we're getting the word out to about tarantulas, like the more chance that YouTube is going to recommend the video to somebody that maybe likes snakes or fish or rabbits or whatever. They're like, oh, maybe you like this kind of animal video, and they'll fall in love with tarantulas. Like it's a cool way of kind of getting the word out. So support all these channels. It's very cool. What else we got? I follow Alex. Love his channel. Heck yeah, Tarantula Mom. Alex is a good dude. I like him. Jagger says, I love making videos. It is fun. Yes. Chewy Fan 77. What was your first tarantula? It was a Grammostola rosea. Rose-haired tarantula. I got it from, I always feel like it was a Petco or a PetSmart, but it was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So I'm not sure if that was the chain pet store there, but I feel like it was one of those. It was crazy though, because it's like, you go to those chain pet stores and there's like a huge section, like a whole wall is just all dog food and dog toys and dog treats and dog fences and dog diapers and everything dog. And then like a whole other side is just all fish and fish aquariums and gravels and lights and chemicals and all that other stuff. And then like the back wall is all about cats. And then they'll have a huge section for like rabbits and hamsters and ferrets and gerbils and all those little rodents and furry things. And then there's one aisle that they have maybe like stuff on both sides of that aisle that are for reptiles. You know what I mean? So it was like, I was down that aisle, and usually half that aisle is like just the enclosures they keep geckos and snakes in. And I don't even remember why. I was like, I'm going to get a tarantula, and I'm looking at all those. And I'm like, they don't sell tarantulas. And I'm walking out of that aisle, and then the end cap, like if you've ever worked retail, you know what the end cap is. That's like the shelves they have on the end of the aisle with like what's on special or whatever they're trying to sell and push. And there was these little deli cups, like the 16-ounce deli cups that you get. And they were stacked 2 or 3 high, 3 or 4 back. There's probably like, I don't know, 15 of them there. And those were what they were keeping the little rose-haired tarantulas in. There was just you know, 2 or 3 of them high. Just like I said, there was just a whole shelf full of these rose hairs and these tiny little enclosures. Nothing in there but a sponge. So you know what I mean? Like, what is this name? Yeah, year 2000. It sounds weird saying the year 2000, but that's when it was. That's when I was like, oh man. Immediately, I like had a bond with this thing because I was like, I felt bad for it, and they were like opening them up and showing them to me, like, oh, do you want this one or do you want this one? And I'm looking, they all look the same. They're all about the same size. I was like, is it a male or female? And they're like, well, I don't know. Like, it's a tarantula. So I just picked one that I thought looked the loneliest and brought it back with me. I was trying to find one that looked friendly. That's my story. That's how I got a tarantula. Hey Richard, are all of your mantises adults yet? I challenge you to molt time lapse. Been having a blast filming them. They molt a lot faster than teas. Even got an orchid mantis last week. That's awesome. I saw that picture, Arthropod Ambassadors, on Instagram of your orchid mantis. That was pretty exciting. And I don't know. Let me see if I can show you. I don't think they're adults yet, but they have been molting. And it's weird because they kind of look like they're different colors. Like this one is, right now, oh, I wish I could put it to where you could see it better. Where is it? There we go. You see that guy? Very cool. But when I'm looking at it, it's like a grayish color. It's like, does that make sense? It's like a grayish, it's not brown, it's silvery. I'm not going to be able to get this in focus. There we go. For a brief second it was in focus. But he's a cool little dude. Oop. There we go. So that one is gray. We're going to call it gray. It's definitely not black. I think I just broke its heart. It was like, I thought you were going to feed me. But then I grabbed this one from the same little batch. Where is it? Bam! It's like a greenish color. Well, it's a little more brown now, but like a yellowish greenish color. It's fascinating. If you keep them more moist, they may turn green. Ghosts change color to their humidity. Oh, that's wild. Because they're all pretty much in the exact same type of enclosure. But that would explain it, why one of them's kind of a dark color and the other, like, I guess each one of my enclosures have a varying amount of humidity. That's wild. So it has to do with their humidity. At any rate, it's fascinating. I really like them. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Man, Pet Rock and Roll is like the best cheerleader out there. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks a lot, Ben C. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I understand getting the kids to bed. I got a little one upstairs. My granddaughter's up there, but my wife's taking care of her. And, well, she's probably been in bed for an hour because this has been going on pretty long. What else? How long does it take to get accepted in the Tarantula Collective's private group? If you're talking about the Facebook group, if you answered all the questions, usually pretty quickly. They just added a bunch of new moderators in there, so they're probably processed them pretty fast. But Daisy and that's in the group is the admin, so maybe she'll see that and try to push that through for you. Do you plan on ever giving away a tarantula for a giveaway in the near future? That would be rad. I was actually thinking about doing that, Chris, when I crossed 50,000 subscribers. I was thinking that would be like a cool, we'll do one at 50,000 and then do a bigger one at 100,000. So yeah, we do that. That'll be the plan. And I think that I've met enough people in the hobby now that it doesn't really matter what country you're in, as long as you're like in a country that has businesses that sell tarantulas in them, should be able to hook you up, make that a reality. So 50,000 subs, that's what we'll be doing. Oh, I got to tell you about, before everybody jumps off the live stream, because I understand it's getting late. Oh, what did I miss here? Somebody at the Tarantula Collective. How does it... Oh, that was just, I already answered that question. Sorry. Daisy says, I'll keep an eye out. So yeah, there we go. She's on top of it. Tanya's on top of it. What is your favorite tarantula? That is the green bottle blue. Chromatopelma cyanopubescens is my favorite. Was you drinking an energy drink earlier? No, sir. I was drinking. This is ironic. But Canada Dry Bold Ginger Ale. Not a sponsor. But yeah. I've been digging the ginger ale lately. All right, what else are we saying? What do you guys? Why don't you tell me what your people are saying? Jagger says you'll be at 100K in no time. Well, hopefully it takes a little bit of time because I don't know if I can afford to give away that many tarantulas. When an enclosure. Daggone it, I just lost it. All right, maybe I can see it over here. I was starting to read your question. When an enclosure is quite a bit too large for a sling, how much of a problem is it? Is it worth stressing them out and moving them into a smaller one? Naomi says, bold ginger ale is so good. Heck yeah. I feel you, Naomi. Oh, man. I would... Now, back to this question. I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what I do, how I feel, how I approach a situation. Because I fell victim to this. I didn't really do it on purpose. I had like a 10-gallon aquarium that I had set up for another tarantula, and got a little baby sling. It was a Brachypelma homori, and I was rehousing, like I was taking it out of the enclosure it was in, like that it got shipped in, and putting it into this new enclosure, and it did kind of what this spider did earlier, and it like ran out and then out the other side, and then for what I thought it was a good idea to do in this 10-gallon aquarium, so that if the spider did that, it wouldn't get away. My mistake was that I had substrate in there. And it wasn't just an empty 10-gallon aquarium. So it like got away and then like went into the substrate, like burrowed down. And now I have a sling in a 10-gallon enclosure. I had no idea where it is. And I would have to like slowly pull all that dirt out, try to find it. So I was like, I'm just going to let it do its thing and just live in there. And that was very stressful. And I am lucky that that spiderling survived, because I was afraid I would hurt it or stress it out by trying to dig it out of there. But the truth was, what I learned is that it was really hard to know if it was even still in there, if it had escaped. Usually with a larger enclosure, the gaps in like the ventilation or the in between the lid and the enclosure sometimes are a lot larger. So if you're talking about a real large enclosure, keeping a small spiderling in them can be a little dangerous, just because they may escape and you won't know it. You also don't know if they're eating. You don't know where they are, so you can't make sure they're getting fed and they have access to water and all that stuff. So that's one of the reasons I like to keep them in an appropriate sized enclosure, because I can just monitor their behavior and their eating and molting a lot better. Richard was in one of our lives. I was the host of the channel too. It was so awesome. Yes, it was Pet Rock and Roll. That was a good time. And they'll be doing it again this Saturday, so make sure you jump in. Who's hosting this week, Pet Rock and Roll? Amy. I feel weird calling you Pet Rock and Roll. Who's hosting this week, Amy? I feel like it's all... Was it alternative inverts? I don't even know. But anyways... yes, Amy, it was. Man, I don't know. But anyways, so the tarantula I call it Lazarus because I felt like it came back from the dead, and I don't know, I just kind of left that enclosure be, and months later, I mean, we're talking 6 months later, I just had this empty enclosure, hoping that spiderling is in there, and I just saw it, like, I was messing around with some other enclosure, and just out of the corner of my eye, saw this little spiderling. It had grown. It was probably like twice the size it was when I lost it. Crawls out of the dirt, and I see it scamper across, and I scooped it up real quick, put it in a smaller enclosure, and it's, actually, no, it was a Brachypelma emilia. That's what it was. So that's back behind me. And, yeah, it's doing well right now, but it was a stressful 6 months not knowing if it was alive or dead. So that's why I suggest people put small spiderlings and spiderling enclosures. It's tempting because you want to use that big nice enclosure that you got, but it can be dangerous. Pet Rock and Roll says alternative inverts. Yes, so check out Kirian's channel, Alternative Inverts. It's a great channel, and he'll be hosting the live stream, the YouTuber live stream. There'll be, I would say, half a dozen. I don't know, but I'm going to guess there'll be a lot of tarantula YouTubers in that live stream talking about tarantulas and all kinds of other stuff. Sophia Rain has sent a $1.99 super chat. Says thanks. You are very welcome. Andrew Lawton sent $5. I'm guessing that's Canadian. CA $5. I'm not a man of the world, but thank you. I appreciate that. Rocket. Oh, JoJo is in here. Everybody say hi to JoJo's Exo Caverns, another tarantula YouTuber who is in that live stream. Gotta love JoJo's channel. And if you need a reason to tune in, let me start that sentence again. If you need a reason to tune in to their live stream, it should only be to watch JoJo fall asleep. Because I think like the past couple ones I've watched, it gets late at night, they're reading bedtime stories. She falls asleep while still on camera. And it is hilarious. I don't know why. It cracks me up so hard. I'm going to regret this when I'm working tomorrow, but anything for Richard. Well, thanks a lot, JoJo. I appreciate you sticking it out. Amartagy010 says, don't forget to like the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We've got 279 likes and like 195 people watching, so I think we're doing pretty well. I appreciate all your support. I feel like we've got another one of these big stickers to give away, so we're going to do that. It's getting late. I got to go hang out with the family. But the reason that I'm doing this live stream is, one, because we crossed 40,000 subscribers, and that's exciting. I never thought that would happen, at least not this fast. I figured I'd have to make YouTube videos for 10 years to be at 40,000. So the channel growth has been amazing, and that's all because of you guys, liking and subscribing, and obviously subscribing, but liking the videos, sharing the videos, leaving comments. That's really helped a lot, just as far as getting the word out about the channel. So it means a whole lot to me, guys, that you guys are supporting me like that. And we got all the channel members here on YouTube, Patreon supporters, members of the Facebook group, people that follow me on Instagram, the people that are follow me on Twitter. I think there's like 1,000 of you maybe. That's fun. It's all these. I'm on Tumblr, TikTok. Like Tarantula Collective is like I try to. I know not everybody watches YouTube videos. Maybe they just like TikTok videos. So I try to take my footage and my love and passion for tarantulas and get it out there any way I can. So that usually means as many social media platforms as I can find, and at least find an audience on. So thanks to everybody that's here on YouTube. That's awesome. But also thanks to anybody that's following me on all those other platforms, because that really helps out a lot too. So yeah, I wanted to say thanks for that. Wanted to show you the masks. Wanted to unbox these tarantulas that came. Thank you, Winston. Appreciate that. But there was another reason. What was it? I hate when I build up to something and then I sidetrack and completely forget what it was. Oh yeah. I've been dropping these little hints. There's essentially what it is I didn't make a video. I recorded a video. It was all ready to go. It's an exciting video. I don't know. It's exciting. It's not exciting. I enjoyed making it. It's probably interesting. It'll be helpful. And I was out all weekend with the family. We were, down the river in the gorges and the mountains. And I had all the footage and brought my laptop and fully intended on editing the video each night after everybody kind of went to sleep, so that it would be ready for Tuesday. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. You're with your family, and I'm like, this is what's important. I need to spend time with them, be present with them, and I can do the video later. So that's what I did, and was just honestly just so wore out. It was so hot outside, and we were hiking and swimming and all that stuff. I just was beat down. So I did not get around to finish editing it, and was like, well, it's not done. I don't want to rush it and it be sloppy. And I wanted to hang out with you guys and say thank you, and just kind of interact with you guys on a more personal level. So I'm just pushing that video off until next week. So it'll be crisp and ready to go next Tuesday. And actually, I already have the following video recorded. And there's some exciting news that I'll be announcing in that video that a lot of you guys have been wanting to know about. So that will be like the first video in August. I can't talk. But after that, for the rest of the month of August, I am probably not going to be uploading any videos. I might do like live streams like this. But as far as like a Tuesday video after the first Tuesday in August, I won't be doing anymore until September. Doing like a family vacation. I got some other stuff going on my personal life that I need to kind of focus on. But more importantly, the Tarantula Collective is kind of expanding. It's I don't want to tell too much, but there's some very cool developments, things that are happening that I'm working on right now, and I'm going to kind of need 2 or 3 weeks just to build the content. I don't want to give away too much, but there's, how can I say this? If you follow me on Instagram, or read the comments under my videos or anything like there are plenty of hints out there. There's plenty of little Easter eggs, I guess you could say, that I would direct you to other areas on social media, maybe other channels or other accounts on Instagram or something like that. Like little secret accounts that I will be announcing. They'll be going fully public, fully live at the beginning of September. So I got to kind of take August to help build those up. Still going to be doing Tarantula Tuesdays. Still going to be Tarantula Collective main channel, 100%. Not 100%, but the same amount of effort plus 10% that I've been putting in it. Going to be focusing on that. But this is just kind of going to be something that's not as regular, but it's going to be more fun. Not as polished, maybe is the right word. It's not the right word. Man, I feel like I'm just like rambling. I don't even know if anybody's still listening. Arthropod's ambassadors. Arthropod ambassadors just left you a nice little hint there. Richard, I will be awake when you read All My Friends Are Dead. Oh, well, thank you, JoJo. We'll definitely be doing that. Tarantula dudes keep saying R.I.P. I don't know what that means. Not cool. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I don't want to give too much away, but it's expanding. I guess I'll say that. We're going to be doing other types of content on other types of things, all closely related but different. I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's the type of content people have been asking for, and I'm just like, it doesn't really fit on this channel. So I found a way to kind of bring it all in, and yeah, so that'll be happening in September. You can find out. You can get a pretty good idea what's going on if you just do a little bit of digging, but officially I'll be making the announcement and launching that very beginning of September. So starting off the fall. September's fall, right? I love the fall. Yeah. Kid will be back in school. More time will be free. It's going to be great. So anyways, Emma says, I'm listening. Well, thank you very much. Tarantula Dude says, can't wait for September. I will tell you this. I won't not be uploading content. I won't be uploading Tarantula Tuesdays on this channel. I'll probably still do a live stream here and there on this channel. I will be uploading content on the other places that I'm going to be launching in September. So if you can find them, I'm not going to tell you what they are. It takes the fun out of it. In fact, I told my Patreon supporters and YouTube members about it and specifically told them not to follow me or subscribe or whatever. Those accounts, because it's not ready yet, and there's over 100 on each one already, so we don't listen very well, but that's okay. I don't listen very well. It's awesome to have you all. So yeah, that's what will be happening in the near future. But anyways, what else are we saying? Moment of silence for Dark Den's first tarantula that passed away. Oh, that's very sad. Seems to be happening a lot lately. A lot of people are losing tarantulas, but maybe it's just that time of year. Yes, it was male. What else we got? Jagger says, I'm sending you some stickers next week, Richard. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. I feel like I sent you some, but... Daisy's... Tanya says, rule breakers, a lot of us. Heck yeah. All right, what else we got happening here? Oh, well, I'm trying to catch up. Yesy Baby says you're awesome. I don't know if you're talking to me, but if you are, thank you. If not, I agree. Whoever you're saying is awesome is awesome. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Yeah, that's what I thought. Rest. Oh, I got it. He was saying R.I.P. to Dark Dens, to Petco's Tarantula. I thought he was saying R.I.P. to me. I'm like, I'm not dying. Like, that's not the news I'm giving you. I'm not saying I'm dying. It's the channel's not dying. Oh, I left this light on again. There we go. That's better. But anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys about that. It's just there's like 191 of you in here that probably saw that. Maybe a couple people will watch the live stream after the fact and let in on this secret. But you know, it kind of ties in with the Mantis Collective and the Scorpion Collective. If you're following me on Instagram, you've seen the Gecko Collective, the Snake Collective, the Tailless Whip Scorpion Collective, the Vengaroon Collective. So all that that all ties in and I've given too much away. I'm gonna ruin everything. Yes, he baby says, of course you're awesome. Well, thank you very much. Kylie says we're all troublemakers here, especially you, Kylie. You and Steve and your Ohio dwelling friends, all a bunch of troublemakers. And I don't know, I've never seen you drive, but you're from Ohio, and you guys have a reputation for being bad drivers. What else we got? We all love your channel, Richard. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that support. But, yeah, so we're going to give this sticker away. I said that a few minutes ago. You guys are still hanging out, so let's give this sticker away to win this large 5.5 inch or maybe 6 inch or 5 inch. I'll put it, it looks really small next to my big head. I did, a can. Everybody knows what size a can is. There you go. That's a visual comparison. To get that, I got a sticker about that size on the back of my car. Looks nice. We're going to give that away. And we're going to go with a trivia question from a Facebook. Wow, not Facebook, YouTube. I just got to look, make sure I know the right answer before I tell you. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yes. If you watched the video on the top 10 heaviest webbing tarantulas I put out.
Let's count down
the
top 10 heaviest webbers.
That was weird. If you know what the number 1 tarantula was on this list of the top 10 heaviest tarantulas, first person that says in the comment will win this sticker. So I'm watching, and I had to like actually look to make sure I remembered the right one. That's a rad sticker. Congrats to the winner. Now, if you want these stickers, they are for sale right now on my website, thetarantulacollective.com. I don't know how long they'll be there. Probably after the launch. A lot of these stickers won't be there anymore, but we'll see how it goes. Aquaball says, I'm in LA, Richard. That is awesome. GBB was not number 1, but you're close. I think it was like number 3, maybe 2 or 3. Captain Buttfingers, no. GBB. Everybody's saying GBB. That was the best tarantula, but it wasn't the number 1 heavy webbing tarantula. Everybody's saying green bottle blue. You're making me wonder if I know it was. There we go. We got it. Audric Lambonti. Chilobrachys fimbriatus. You got it. That's that. You watched the video. GBB was up there. I feel like it was number 3. I think it was number 3. But yeah, it was the Chilobrachys. So many people were like, why is Chilobrachys never making your lists? Well, it made that one all the way up to the number 1 spot. Because man, that thing webs up. Seriously. So yeah, congratulations, Audric Labonte. I feel like your name is being mispronounced by me and my ignorance. So if it is, I apologize. But congratulations. Send me an email at thetarantulacollective@gmail.com. And your full name and mailing address. If you're outside of the U.S., make sure you put in what country it is. And what's really helpful, because, like I said, I'm not the most worldly man out there. If you type it out the way that it needs to go on the mailing slip, that helps me out immensely. Somebody send me an email address for Australia or Japan or something like that. maybe Russia, in one of those countries in that end of the world. And it was like a sentence. Like it was like I didn't know what was the city and the province and country. Oh, I was so confused. I had to be like, okay, send this to me like you're sending it to a 6-year-old. So that was awesome. Oh, JoJo, what happened to JoJo? Indian Violet, yes. Congrats to all the winners. Yes, congratulations. I'm getting tired, guys. We've been doing this for how long? Oh man, almost 2 hours. 2 hours would be perfect. So we'll go ahead and start wrapping this up. I'm going to give away some more of these, but I'm not going to do it in the live stream. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm going to run a contest on Instagram, give away one of these. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, make sure you join the Facebook group because I'm going to do a contest tomorrow, giving away one of those in there as well. And somewhere else, Twitter. Yeah, that's the other one. I will be giving away because I don't even know if it's 1,000. Twitter's like the least followed account, which kind of makes sense because I make videos and Twitter's not a big video thing. Oh wow, 1,112 followers. So if you want to follow me, that's the Twitter. Of course, it's not going to be in focus. Back it up. There we go. It's at the Tarantula Co. 1. You can check me out there and just kind of post little pictures and interesting information from time to time. And I'm going to give away one of the face masks to one of those 1,000 followers. So if you want to get involved in those, if you want to win a face mask or maybe some stickers, I'm just going to be celebrating the 40,000 subscribers here on YouTube pretty much all week. So we'll say tomorrow will be Instagram, and the next day will be Twitter, and the next day will be Facebook. Don't hold me to that order, but it's going to be something like that. So each of those social media platforms, I'll be doing that. If you want to see short videos, follow me on TikTok. I got an account there, the Tarantula Collective. Just short little feeding videos or funny little videos with mantises or I don't know, whatever else. It'd be awesome to follow you if you guys follow me there, but who knows how long that will be able to be going on. Somebody said, good night, Richard. All of you tea-loving people, heck yeah. Twitter and all other socials are also in the description. Man, great job, Wolf the Shade. I need to give you a job. Yeah, all of that stuff. Discord, Tumblr. I don't know. I feel like Tumblr should be down there. It's all in the description. Just hit that little button that says show more. Or sometimes if you're on your phone, it's like a triangle, like arrow thing, and you hit that, and then this whole description drops down. You find all kinds of stuff in there. Yesy Baby says, thank you, Richard. We love you. Thank you very much. Brian Foster says, you need to invest in the Sony a6400. The AI focuses suck. Yes, the autofocus on this camera is not the best, especially with the stuff lit behind me. That's why I usually just use fixed focus. But what we're doing tonight, it didn't really work very well. But yeah, what else we got? All right, that's it. This was fun. Good night, Pet Rock and Roll. Good night, Andrew Lawton. Good night, Darcy Lane and Ken Bunwell. Andrew Lawton. That is awesome. And check out all the links in the description. Do a little research, a little detective work. You'll find some Easter eggs and start to get some clues on what will be happening. And I'll put some more Easter eggs out there as the month goes by. And be sure you tune in next Tuesday for all new Tarantula Tuesday. We'll be talking about desert enclosures, which will be fun. How to set those up and just some different information on that. And then the following Tuesday, it's going to be a scorpion video. And I know that you people aren't, a lot of you all aren't very excited about the scorpion videos, but some people were very excited and were wanting to get some Florida bark scorpions. So I'll be showing you how I take care of my Florida bark scorpions. And if you wanted to buy one of the little scorpions that I had here in my collection, I will be telling you where you can get one of your own. I'm not going to be taking care of it, but I got somebody that's going to help me out with that. So I'll have all the information where you can go and buy those and get them shipped out to you. But that'll be in 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jaggers Tarantula, Andrew Lawton, Wolf the Shade, Steven Schreider, Pet Rock and Roll, all you guys that are in here. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everything you all do. Thank you so much for 40,000 subscribers, and I don't even know how many millions of views that has added up to, but this is awesome. I really I do know it's like 300,000 views, 400,000 views, something like that, and then like 1.5 million minutes of watch time, something. The way YouTube does analytics is very weird. But Kylie says he's in the zone. Yeah, probably. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys very much. I gotta hit one of these buttons to end the stream. I think it's this one. I think that's the one that will do. But anyways, I can't think of anything else to say except I will see you next Tuesday. Oh man, I always forget there's 2 buttons.